Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the academic processional.
Good afternoon. Oh, come on, this is Catawba. Good afternoon. Delighted to have you here, and will those who are able to remain standing, please do so for the singing of the national anthem. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Welcome, please be seated. My thanks to Dr. Philip Burgess for leading us in singing the anthem, and to the Catawba College Brass Ensemble for the pre-commencement and processional music. Please join me in expressing thanks to all these talented persons. A very good afternoon to you all. My name is Brian Lewis. I have the great joy of serving as the 23rd president of Catawba College, and I have the privilege of officiating at today's 2017 commencement exercise. So again, a warm welcome to each of you. We are so glad that you could join us for this joyous occasion. We are assembled here to honor and to celebrate these men and women who have completed courses of study leading to bachelor's degrees, and who will go on from here to proudly represent Catawba College in many walks of life. What a great day it is. For our graduates, it is a day of joy, celebration. For parents and spouses and other supporters, it is a day of pride and rejoicing, and perhaps just a little relief. And as the father of a college student, I can say to you, as Bill Clinton once said, I feel your pain. But we gather today on this special occasion, as has the Catawba College community for 166 years, to recognize and celebrate the achievements of our students who on this day will receive their duly earned diplomas. So before the trustees, faculty, staff, and your fellow students of Catawba College, I declare this graduation exercise for the 2016-2017 academic year officially convened. To open our ceremonies this afternoon, I call to the podium the gentleman that we are very glad was able to intercede and make sure that we didn't have any rain today, our chaplain and senior vice president, Dr. Kenneth Clapp, a member of our class of 1970. He will lead our invocation. Dr. Clapp.
I invite you to join with me in prayer. Gracious God, we approach this time, a time to be shared and celebrated with family, loved ones, classmates, and persons who have come to be special in so many ways. We gather to celebrate accomplishments sometimes achieved through hard work and sacrifice. We applaud growth and maturity that has been forged on the anvil of experience, refined by the fires of trial and error and hard knocks, and formed and shaped through the sharing and mentoring of caring family members, professors, and staff. Wonderful God, our presence here speaks to your love in creating us, your generosity in providing opportunities for the enhancement of the abilities and talents with which you have endowed us, and your sustaining power enabling us to realize our potential. So we come in the spirit of praise and thanksgiving, celebrating not just this moment, but also celebrating you and celebrating your love for us. We entreat your blessings upon our time together. We call upon you to be present to us and to fill us with your spirit and your grace. Awaken within us an understanding of what this event represents, and help us to hear and to be responsive to the challenges that are set before us. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Clapp. Now you will hear briefly from some distinguished members of our platform party. Their names and their roles at the college and in the community are included in your program. We will begin with the chair of our Board of Trustees, Mr. Bill Graham.
Thank you, President Lewis. Good afternoon. Well, this is a big day. Big day for a lot of folks. I know you've been waiting for this for a long time. I'm Bill Graham. I'm chair of the Board of Trustees of Catawba College. On behalf of the board, I welcome you and congratulate all the graduates of the 2017 program. I want to say a special thank you to the faculty and the staff and the administration for the job that they've done this year on behalf of the college, and we look forward to many, many more years of growth and improvement in not only the day program, but this program as well. Now, I know there's no prepared remarks that I made for this particular occasion, and we don't have a speaker necessarily for this occasion either, but I wanted to say a special congratulations to all of you who have graduated or will graduate here in just a few minutes. As it would be different than the day program, I was telling our provost, Michael Bitzer, when we were lining up, that this crowd has to learn how to manage their time better than almost any other crowd we ever see around here. And I know that some of you are single parents, some of you are working, some of you are working, and some of you have to work some more. And I can't tell you how much we admire what you've achieved. It is truly an outstanding feat to start a degree, and then for whatever reason, life interrupts you, and you have to start anew. That character of persistence and determination will serve you well going forward. And now with your degree, success is in your future without a doubt. So congratulations, great job, keep up the hard work, and to all of those mothers, early Happy Mother's Day. Thank you.
Well, good afternoon again. I think you're going to get several good afternoons. As chair of the 2016-2017 Faculty Senate, it is my distinct honor to extend greetings to all here on behalf of the faculty of Catawba College on this most important and joyous occasion. One of our greatest joys as faculty is to celebrate with our students, their friends and families as they reach this milestone as we have today. The word scholarship is represented as one of those 4 precepts on the college seal. You see that behind me. In addition to culture, character, and service. I believe that one of the primary qualities of our faculty that makes them special is that we find it difficult to separate those precepts from one another. In other words, we not only teach those 4 precepts intentionally, but in many ways intuitively. And in so modeling this inclusiveness for you, our graduates, we hope that we've prepared you with a solid foundation to employ these four precepts as you will model for people in your daily lives. I have to say that I've enjoyed teaching for the evening program for many years now, and it does me proud as an individual to see the hard work and know those people who are on the other side, usually on an online course, on the other computer, is juggling so many things in their lives, but they're persistent in reaching their goals for education. In conclusion, I'd be remiss if I didn't paraphrase what many previous Senate chairs have stated before me. We are proud of you, graduates. Go out and succeed, but come back and visit often so that we can celebrate with you in your accomplishments. Thank you very much.
Well, good afternoon, and I would also like to welcome each of you to our commencement ceremony, or what you are all happily calling graduation. Some of you have traveled only a few blocks. Maybe you walked in, and we really appreciate those extra parking places. But some of you also drove up that crazy 85 mess, because today we're celebrating 19 out of our 39 business graduates and 5 out of our 13 BK graduates from our special partnership with Central Piedmont Community College. It's an impressive 46% of today's graduates through CPCC. But I got a question for you graduates. How many of you took more than 4 years to get here today? Well, that's an amazing journey, but it's actually not the most important and most surprising part of the story. President Lewis is going to address shortly about the future part of your journey, but I want to talk about your past journey for just a moment. You see, a journey doesn't have a plan like a trip. A trip, we say, is from point A to point B, and we know exactly what's going to happen, but a journey is very different. We know it's important to cite sources, so the fourth definition of a journey from dictionary.com, see, there's that sense of humor, is it's a passage or progress from one stage to another. So a journey can have many steps along the way, and I was doing some statistical research the other day, which again will surprise very few of you, and I found that many of you have made other stops at other institutions before Catawba. I thought I'd run that list down here for just a moment. First, some of you have military credit, and that's a special thank you for those of you who brought military credit in. Then we have some common names on that list of colleges that you've been to before you came to us. We've got CPCC, RCCC, DCCC, Mitchell Community College, Stanley Community College, Forsyth Tech, and Guilford Tech. But the list kind of keeps going. We have Plattsburgh State, Macon State, Central Georgia State, Johnson C. Smith, Mount Hood Community College, County College of Morris, Bloomfield College, ECPI, Santa Rose Junior College, Lewisburg College, Strayer University, Brookdale Community College, DeVry, Cleveland Community College, I do breathe, Fayette State, Catawba Valley, Lees-McRae, Savannah State, North Carolina Central. Now that's a pretty impressive list, but a couple of you know I'm missing something. So then I found this one, University Católica de Salvador, which I had to look up is about 4,300 miles from Salisbury. But that was not the long distance winner. That was Applied Science Private University of Amman, Jordan. And by the way, that is 6,207 miles from here according to Google Maps, but you cannot plot a driving route from there to here. So that's 52 graduates in the undergraduate program with 29 colleges in your journey. But I was looking at the list, I found something even more startling. 100% of our graduates here today have credits from another college or university before coming here. 100%. 13 of you have been at 2 other schools before you got here. 3 of you, 3 other schools before you got here, and 1 of you, 4 other schools before you got here to Catawba. Every person graduating today has an amazing journey of perseverance and tenacity, and that alone deserves a round of applause. So numbers are always interesting, at least to some of us. But the most important thing is the impact that these 52 graduates, you will have as in the future lives of thousands of people, both locally and globally. Now, unfortunately, my dad passed away last summer unexpectedly. As a young man, he did not have the opportunity to finish college, and they didn't have good night programs back in his day. But some of you may have seen this turtle on my desk, if you've been up in my office. My dad received it from his boss about the time my dad left the corporate world and became an entrepreneur. My dad gave me his turtle when he retired. Why a turtle? Oh, by the way, it's been on my desk, wherever my desk has been ever since. But some may say, why a turtle? Well, a lot of people have talked about the turtle, but I think I'll quote famous psychologist Dr. Ruth, who says, my favorite animal is the turtle. I don't have her accent. The reason is that for the turtle to move, it has to stick its neck out. There are going to be times in your life when you're going to stick your neck out. There will be challenges, and instead of hiding in a shell, you have to go out and meet them. Well, that's the lesson my father taught me, and I hope that's the lesson we've passed on to you, to go out there and look for those challenges and meet them head on. So graduation is definitely a celebration, but it's also bittersweet because we know that we are probably not going to have that pleasure of engaging with you in the classroom again. Unless, of course, we get those graduate degrees, so keep those letters and emails coming on that. But personally, I have worked with many of you. I've seen the angst as you've talked in the hallways. I've gotten phone calls and emails and things weren't quite going right and you wanted to drop class. But now that we're done, I was reading some comments from you in the past couple of days about what your experience has been now that it's over. One of you wrote, we're always learning new strategies for teaching. I have learned to think critically and use my experiences to inform my future progress. Another one you wrote, I like the SWOT analysis the most because I felt it could be applied to my own business right now. Someone else said, as for the cause-effect relationships of production, operations, and strategy discovered through the coursework, I will be able to make myself more marketable within my current place of employment as well as to the overall career market in general. This knowledge gained has already proved useful to me. How about that for an ROI in the time you've spent in your education? Another person wrote, I will also apply this model to entrepreneur adventures that I will pursue in the near future. And we hope you do take your experiences and change your future with them. To the families and friends gathered today of our soon-to-be graduates, thank you for your support, as no one gets here today alone. There is no easy journey to today, and every person in this room, every family member, every student, every friend has given up something to be here. You've given up fun, you've given up making memories, you've maybe given up healthy eating and exercise, you've all given up money, and I'm pretty sure you've all given up sleep. So in my last act of one of your faculty, I have one more homework assignment. But before you groan too loudly, I think you're going to actually enjoy this homework assignment. And that is, I want you to take the study time you've been using over the past few years and apply that time now to family and friend time this summer. Someplace on your deck, at a barbecue, at a beach, in the mountains, on a motorcycle, in your backyard hanging out, spend that time with those family and friends that have given up that time with you because you deserve it and they deserve it. It's an honor to say with a heartfelt thanks to thank you that you've allowed us, the Catawba community, to be a part of your educational future, because the investment you've made in yourself over these past years will pay great dividends to you and your families for generations to come. You have clearly worked long and hard to get here, to earn your place today. I hope you continue to be a turtle, stick your neck out, and best wishes for your future.
During our graduation exercise each year, we recognize those members of our faculty who are leaving the ranks of active teaching or academic administration and retiring. Today, we recognize 3 of our distinguished colleagues who have contributed a combined 92 years of service to our institution. First, the mathematics department will bid farewell to Dr. Paul Baker, who is retiring after 35 years of service. Dr. Baker joined the college in 1982 as an associate professor of mathematics and computer science. He says that in his early years here, most of his teaching was on the computer science side of things. And at that time, all new students were required to take a 1-hour computer literacy course. During one semester, Dr. Baker taught 6 sections of that course, with each section containing 50 students. So he actually taught a course to every one of Catawba's incoming students. A U.S. Navy veteran who served 8 years of active duty during the Vietnam War, Dr. Baker holds his Bachelor of Science and a Master of Arts degrees in mathematics from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill. He earned his PhD in mathematics from the University of Delaware at Newark and also holds a Master's of Divinity degree from Hood Theological Seminary in Salisbury. Dr. Baker takes pride in the quality of Catawba's mathematics and computer science graduates, although he admits his students have changed quite a bit during his tenure. Over the past 35 years, he says, students found it more and more difficult to concentrate on solving a problem. In some of the earlier upper-level courses, he says he's had students who would spend 2 hours or even more trying to solve one single problem. Now the average time may be 5 minutes. Quote, if they can't solve it in 5 minutes, he shares, they may spend a long time, like half an hour, looking on the internet for a solution. And if the internet fails to provide a solution, they give up and say the problem is too hard. Dr. Baker championed the plus-minus grading system at Catawba as a way to avoid grade inflation and to more accurately notate a student's performance in a course. He is also proud of the new buildings and facility upgrades that have been added to the campus during his time here. His advice for students, quote, you can make a difference in our world today. Don't give up in despair. Maybe you can't change the entire world, but at least you can change the entire world of one child. His advice for his faculty colleagues, quote, care about your students. However, don't forget that you are a professor. Your job is to educate and not to entertain. Of course, it's good if you can do both. He hopes that he will be remembered because, quote, he cared for people. And because he cared, he wasn't scared to say what he thought. Dr. Baker's caring philosophy is at work well beyond the confines of our campus. His personal concern for the people of Cambodia, born of his knowledge of that country and its plight during his military service, has taken him there on mission trips with his church and other groups over more than a dozen years. He has been involved in mission work in Russia as well. He wrote and published a 4-volume book, autobiographical fiction entitled A Shadowy Passage, based on his experiences as a naval intelligence officer during the Vietnam War. During that time, he made numerous contacts with many Cambodians and developed a special affinity for that country and its gentle people, who have been so adversely affected by years of military conflict. In recognition of Dr. Baker's distinguished service to Catawba, the faculty of Catawba's Mathematics and Computer Science Department established the Paul L. Baker Award in Computer Science. This award will be given to a student who has demonstrated outstanding ability, scholarship, and interest in computer science. In retirement, he plans to paint and repair his house, write a book, play some chess, play the guitar and compose some songs, enjoy his grandchildren, and perhaps even do some math for fun. Dr. Baker, would you please come forward so that we may applaud your many contributions to Catawba College and wish you the very best in your retirement. Due to family commitments, our next retiree could not be here with us this afternoon. but we did want to recognize her contributions. Dr. Janice Moore Fuller, Catawba's writer in residence and professor of English, joined the college in 1981 and confides she has always felt, quote, damn lucky to be at Catawba. Her wish for each of her students, past and present, is that they will find something they love to do as much as she loved teaching. She has relished how much her recent students have embraced old school values like service and citizenship while using 21st century technology to reach out to the world and make it better. She hopes members of the campus community remember that she was passionate about what she taught and that empathy and compassion were important to her in her teaching. She'd like to be remembered by words associated with the Oxford clerk from the prologue to Chaucer's Canterbury Tales. Gladly would he learn and gladly teach. This Greensboro native and first-generation college student was an A.B. Duke scholar at Duke University, where she earned an undergraduate degree in 2 academic disciplines, English and music. She earned her master's and PhD from the University of North Carolina at Greensboro. She has traveled with her students to far-flung places like Guatemala, Estonia, the Galapagos Islands, Ireland, Wales, and Provence, often through courses she developed for the college's honors program. She served as a visiting professor of English in 2007 at Harlexton College, the British campus of the University of Evansville, as part of Catawba's then semester abroad program. She is proud to have helped develop Educare, a program of the first-year students once offered at the college, and of the fact that for 32 years, she served as the faculty advisor to the Arrowhead, Catawba's arts magazine. As a writer, she has been awarded fellowships for artist colonies in Ireland, Spain, Scotland, Portugal, and Russia, and she has published 4 poetry collections, including Seance, which was the winner of the Oscar Arnold Young Award for the Best North Carolina Poetry Book of the Year. She collaborated with theater arts professor Dr. Beth Homan to bring 2 of her plays to the Catawba stage, Machine Play and As I Lay Dying, a stage adaptation of William Faulkner's novel. Dr. Fuller received awards from the National Endowment for the Humanities to attend 2 6-week summer institutes at the University of Arizona to study Homer, and she also received NEH awards for 8-week summer seminars, one in Ireland to study William Butler Yeats, and the other to study post-colonial literature at the University of London. During her years at Catawba, Dr. Fuller was voted by the students Professor of the Year 5 times and was awarded the Swink Prize for Outstanding Classroom Teaching. She has held the Leona Fleming Herman Endowed Chair in English and the Weaver Endowed Chair in Humanities. She was the recipient of the Kenneth Clapp Tri Delta Award, the Phi Epsilon Award, and the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award. Most recently, at our just completed April awards convocation, she was recognized as the recipient of Catawba's prestigious Trustees Award for her service and contribution to the college. In retirement, she'd like working on children's picture books with strong female characters, developing a book of correspondence between 2 cats, and, quote, most importantly, dancing, writing, and examining insects and amphibians with her grandchildren, Emery and Ellis, who she is currently with at this moment. As one of the senior members of the faculty, Dr. Fuller has served as Marshal of the college. Please join me in congratulating and thanking Dr. Janice Fuller for her tenure here at Catawba College. And finally, we bid farewell and Godspeed to Dr. Rhonda Truitt, Associate Professor and Chair of the Teacher Education Department at Catawba. Dr. Truitt joined the faculty in 2006 and says she and her colleagues, quote, have always worked with quality students in teacher education who represent Catawba well as teachers in many school districts throughout the state and the nation. The quality and caliber of the students that Dr. Truitt has helped prepare for careers as teachers are really defining reflections of her expectations of and for them. She hopes people will associate the word dedicated with her tenure at Catawba and understand that she has, quote, willingly served the college whenever requested or needed. Catawba honored Dr. Truitt with the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award in 2013 in recognition of the fine spiritual qualities practically applied in daily living and with the belief that this person will uphold the spiritual standards of Catawba by their noble characteristics. A committee of students and faculty chose both a student and Dr. Truitt to receive this award, which was established by the New York Southern Society as a permanent reminder of the noblest human qualities expressed and followed in the life of the first president, Algernon Sidney Sullivan. Dr. Truitt has served as the director of the Ritchie Academy for Teaching, the director of the graduate programs, coordinator of elementary education and special education programs, as Title IX coordinator for athletics, and as co-chair of the college's most recent Quality Enhancement Plan. That QEP resulted in the Catawba to Career program that has proven to be very successful in helping Catawba retain sophomores who are academically at risk and helping these students become more aware and focused on their career aspirations that they seek to attain. The collaborations Dr. Truitt has forged with administrators in the Rowan Salisbury schools have benefited several decades of teacher education students who have completed their student teaching requirements in the system under her watchful eye. She earned an Associate of Arts degree in Liberal Studies from Edison Community College in Fort Myers, Florida, before attaining her Bachelor of Arts degree in Education from Florida Atlantic University. She earned her Master of Education degree in Principal certification from the UNC Greensboro and acquired a Doctor of Education degree from UNC Chapel Hill. Prior to joining the faculty here, Dr. Truitt held several positions within the Alamance-Burlington school system, including elementary school teacher, observer, evaluator, elementary school assistant principal, elementary school principal, grant writer, director of elementary education in Title I, and interim associate superintendent of curriculum. She also served a year as a teacher education consultant within the Human Resource Management Division of the North Carolina Department of Public Instruction. In retirement, Dr. Truitt plans to relax, read, and travel. Dr. Truitt, would you please join us at the podium so that we can salute you for your years of service to the college and for the wonderful impact you have had on the lives of dozens of educators now influencing students of their own.
Just want to add my word of thanks to these faculty members. They have so enriched this campus, and they have had such an impact on literally hundreds of students during their years here, and we are very grateful for all they've brought to the campus. Now, each year, the college presents the Barbara Andrews Award to the graduating senior in the School of Evening and Graduate Studies who most successfully embodies the attributes of character, leadership, and scholarship. The award was established and named in honor of Barbara Andrews, the first director of this program at Catawba. The selection is made by the Catawba College faculty from the 6 graduating seniors in the program with the highest grade point averages. Students eligible are those who have attended Catawba for at least 2 years and who have earned a cumulative grade point average of at least a 3.5. Please indulge me for a moment as I share a little bit of information about this year's Barbara Andrews Award recipient. Our adult students, as you have heard, have challenges unlike the traditional college student. This year's Barbara Andrews winner is in many ways a prototype of our typical working adult, now in her second career, and the one in which she realized she needed a bachelor's degree to advance. She's now actively working on a promotion with her current employer, where she has been for almost a decade. Now that she has completed her degree and before she pursues a master's degree, hopefully at Catawba, she says, she's hoping to spend a little bit of time crafting and both line dancing and ballroom dancing. Apparently, she is a Renaissance woman, as are so many of our students. She started her college path at our wonderful partner, CPCC, then entered our BBA in Management program. Although they did not meet in our program, she is soon to marry another SEGS graduate from 2015 and become the fourth member in her new family to earn a Catawba degree. I'm sure they are very proud and happy to welcome her to their family, and perhaps they'll just bring a van to homecoming next fall. When she was asked what she thought about our program after recently completing a notorious capstone course, she said, quote, "I couldn't fathom going through a traditional program after experiencing the block style. It was imperative to my success." While that's a great testimony to our program, a more important testimony to her was her comment when she first started at Catawba that she was not even sure she would be successful in our program. Yet today, we celebrate her as our newest Barbara Andrews Award recipient, this CPCC and soon-to-be Catawba graduate, April Rohr. Would the junior marshal please escort April to the stage? The next award we present is the O.B. Michael Award, which has been presented annually since 1938 by the college's Board of Directors of its Alumni Association. It's given to a graduate of the college who has made an outstanding contribution to the college and/or the larger society. It was originally called the Citizenship Cup when it was established by the Reverend O.B. Michael, member of the class of 1919, in memory of his father, an alumnus of Catawba College and a pioneer teacher and preacher. The recipient of the O.B. Michael Award for this year is a 1970 Catawba College alumnus who serves as our institution's senior vice president and chaplain, the Reverend Dr. Kenneth Wayne Clapp. A native of Whitsett, North Carolina, Dr. Clapp also serves the college as the director of the Lilly Center for Vocation and Values. He was first introduced to Catawba while he was a teenager when he accompanied a group from his home church, Mount Hope United Church of Christ, to the Omwake Dearborn Chapel for its dedication in 1964. Because of Catawba's ties to the UCC, he felt called to the college as a student and came here in 1966 to pursue his undergraduate degree in sociology. While he was a student, he served as president of the Student Government Association, co-president of the Student Christian Association, chair of the Judicial Board, and he was a member of the North Carolina Student Legislature. After graduating from Catawba, he went on to Yale Divinity School and Lancaster Theological Seminary, and he was ordained as a minister in the United Church of Christ. His vocational calling led him, first to serve as a pastor of Emmanuel UCC in Lincolnton, and then on to the UCC's Blowing Rock Assembly Grounds, where he served as executive director of this facility before rejoining Catawba in 1989. When he returned here as an employee, he was following in the footsteps of his great-great-great-grand-uncle by taking a leadership role at Catawba because his family patriarch, Jacob C. Clapp, had served as president of Catawba when it was located in Newton, North Carolina, from 1861 until 1900. Our Dr. Clapp served Catawba first as the chaplain and assistant professor of religion, then later as chaplain and vice president of student and religious life, responsible for all of the student services as well as teaching and the chaplaincy, and 2 terms as the interim dean of students. He then became chaplain and senior vice president and added to his duties those involving facilities, dining services, conferences, and transportation. He has been and continues to be very supportive of his alma mater. He served on the Alumni Association and chaired the class of 1970's effort as it raised a $50,000 challenge gift in 1990. He established a scholarship at the college in honor of his parents, the late Ernest and Lillian Clapp, who always encouraged his faith journey and his pursuit of education. For decades, he has been a fixture on the sideline at home football games, cheering on his beloved students and serving as a visible reminder of his support and his faith in them. His service doesn't end at Catawba, however. He's chaired the First United Church of Christ Foundation. He's a member of the advisory board of Piedmont Crossing Retirement Community. He serves on the Boy Scouts of America Eagle Scout Board of Review. He's an advisor to Catawba's Dead Athenian Society, Philomathian Society, and to the Retreat Leadership Corps. For his myriad service, he has been honored by the college with the Trustee Award, the Algernon Sidney Sullivan Award, and the Professor of the Year Award on 4 different occasions, as well as the Alpha Chi Award, and in 2000, the members of the senior class that year created an award named in his honor, the Kenneth Clapp Tri-Delta Award. And that award is given annually to a faculty or staff member who exemplifies his qualities of dedication, devotion, and dependability. The United Church of Christ has honored him as well with its National Excellence in Teaching Award. It is with pride that we pay tribute to this man of integrity who fills a need when he sees it without fanfare and without expecting tribute. We salute his many contributions to his alma mater and its students, and we are most happy to present the 2017 O.B. Michael Award to the Reverend Dr. Kenneth W. Clapp.
Thank you, President Lewis. I don't know how many of you know who O.B. Michael was, but I didn't quite exist at the same time that he was at Catawba. I have done a lot of reading, however, about him, and everything that I have discovered suggests that perhaps he would be the greatest embodiment, or in many ways embody what the founders of this institution wanted for graduates of this institution, in terms of graduates being persons who care about others, who serve others, who make a difference in our world, who are people of great character. And so I am indeed humbled to be presented an award that bears the name of O.B. Michael, and I'm grateful for all of those who feel that in some small way I am deserving of that. To all of you who are in this class of 2017, I would encourage you to aspire to have those same characteristics that we would like to think characterize all of Catawba's graduates, but I would encourage you to work at that, to really make that one of your goals, to have those characteristics that we celebrate in O.B. Michael and other persons that have passed through these halls. I would hope that you would also be blessed, as I have, by being surrounded by persons who will help you be seen in a positive light as someone worthy and deserving, perhaps, or persons who at least make us all look good because they themselves, including members of your class and others at this institution, are people who take seriously making a positive difference in the world. And whether or not you become a recipient of an award such as this, I would encourage you to keep in mind, and indeed all of us to keep in mind, that the real reward comes when we do make this a purpose of our lives to serve others, to share and spread some of that light that hopefully you all have received during your days in this place, and in being faithful to God. I'm very grateful and certainly wish Godspeed to all of you. Thank you.
I think we have some other business to conduct, don't we? We now arrive at the time in the ceremony when we recognize those students who, through their diligence and performance, have earned a degree from Catawba College. Again this year, we have students in our class of 2017 who earned their associate's degrees from CPCC and then completed their bachelor's degree coursework in Catawba classes taught on CPCC campuses. We are thrilled to enjoy the unique partnership we have with CPCC and pleased to welcome our 5th cohort of graduates from this partnership. I believe we also have with us today a representative from CPCC, Ms. Suzette Pounds, Program Chair of Accounting there. Suzette, are you here? Please stand and be recognized. Thank you for all you do. Administrators and faculty in the business department at CPCC have collaborated with us at Catawba since 2012, when we began offering courses that led to a 4-year degree from our institution on their campus, and it has been a most wonderful partnership. And although a representative from Davidson County Community College could not be with us today, I would also like to acknowledge the partnership we enjoy that with CPCC was modeled on the partnership that we have with DCCC. We began collaborating with our colleagues in Lexington in January 2010 to offer their graduates the opportunity to earn bachelor's degrees from us. Now, this is a time of joy and celebration, but it's also a moment of dignity, benefiting and befitting the achievement of each student. The students' journeys to this day and the achievements that they have accomplished have been supported by family and friends. We invite members of the family of each graduate to stand at your seats when your student's name is called so that we may recognize your contribution to the success of the students. You'll note that students who are members of honor societies are distinguished by cords of special colors that they are wearing on top of their robes. Please refer to your program for a guide to the various colors of cords being worn by our graduates to symbolize membership in these honor societies. I'm going to ask Mr. Bill Graham, Chair of the College Board of Trustees, Dr. Michael Bitzer, our Provost, and our College Marshal, Professor David Pulliam, to assist in the awarding of the diplomas. Dr. Rhonda Truitt, Director of the Graduate Program at Catawba and Associate Professor of Teacher Education, will assist in the hooding of our Master of Education degree candidates. Dr. Bitzer.
Will the candidates for the Master of Education degree please rise? President Lewis, these degree candidates have completed the required course of study and have been duly instructed and examined by the faculty of Catawba College. The faculty find them worthy and recommend them for the degree Master of Education.
By authority of the Board of Trustees of Catawba College, under charter from the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the degree of Master of Education with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the junior marshals please escort the candidates for the degree Master of Education to the platform? Michelle Lucas Hastings. Ashley Nicole Overcash. Leslie R. Park. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts Education please rise? President Lewis, these degree candidates have completed the required course of study and have been duly instructed and examined by the faculty of Catawba College. The faculty find them worthy and recommend them for the degree Bachelor of Arts Education.
By the authority of the Board of Trustees of Catawba College, under charter from the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Arts Education with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the junior marshals please escort the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Arts Education to the platform? Shakaran Annette Dade. Tracy Marshall Dillingham. Meredith England, in absentia. Sarah Marie Gluck, cum laude, in absentia. Crystal Brooke Holcomb, summa cum laude. Ashley Lauren Inge. Dolores Lacey. Wyvania D. McIntosh. Brandy Owens, magna cum laude. Tamaria Lee Rogers, cum laude. Joyce T. Simpson. Emily Marie Stanley, cum laude. Tamaria M. Williams. Will the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration please rise? President Lewis, these degree candidates have completed the required course of study and have been duly instructed and examined by the faculty of Catawba College. The faculty find them worthy and recommend them for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration.
By the authority of the Board of Trustees of Catawba College, under charter from the state of North Carolina, I confer upon you the degree of Bachelor of Business Administration with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities pertaining thereto. Congratulations.
Will the junior marshals please escort the candidates for the degree Bachelor of Business Administration to the platform? Courtney Kent Alderman. Joanna Elizabeth Anderson, magna cum laude. Kelly Lee Ball, summa cum laude. Ivana Ariel Barber. Brandy W. Bowling, magna cum laude. Kedley May Burns, magna cum laude. Ebony Yvette Coriasu, cum laude. Melissa A. Dale, summa cum laude. Amanda Dawson, summa cum laude. Eric Vincent Ellis, in absentia. Jashira Alicia Espiate. Amanda G. Evans, in absentia. Loshonda C. Freeman. Jesus N. Jimenez, cum laude. Chelsea Trenice Givens, summa cum laude. Deborah Ann Goldner, magna cum laude. Sharon Natasia Graham. Demishi C. Greer. Donovan Jarvel Ham. Jessica Lynn Harvaton, magna cum laude. David Alexander Henry, cum laude. Liliana Jimenez, summa cum laude. Felicia King. Damian Trayvon Lewis, in absentia. Larry Donnell McGee, Jr. Mario Medina. Bakina Lataya Medley. Tiffany Tawana Middleton, cum laude. Kimberly Michelle Monroe, magna cum laude, in absentia. Larissa Jones Moore, in absentia. Dustin Lance Morgan. Jonathan Martin Ogburn, cum laude. Natalia A. Opalco, summa cum laude. Shayla Almeida Ortman, magna cum laude. Sean Peoples. Dala Isama Ramania, magna cum laude. April May Rohr, summa cum laude. Kevin C. Ruthermond, magna cum laude, in absentia. Melissa Lee Scaduto, cum laude. Ladies and gentlemen, I have the high honor and distinct pleasure to present the Catawba College Class of 2017.
It's beginning to sound like a rock concert. Members of the class of 2017, our newest alumni, we are honored by you. We are honored to celebrate your achievements with you. And in just a few moments, you're going to be embarking on some new adventures, some new callings. And you might imagine what awaits you, but you really never know. Or as one of my favorite philosophers, Yoda, once said, "Always in motion, the future is." So now you have successfully transitioned from Catawba students to Catawba alumni. And in your diploma folders, each of you will find a Catawba Alumni Association membership card. We hope that will serve as a reminder to you of your time and accomplishments, but it will also allow you some privileges and benefits as Alumni Association members, so enjoy that. Now, this is the part of the ceremony where I am supposed to charge you, to set you out on the path with some instructions. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to charge you to go forth and pursue a life of purpose and of service, and to go forth and approach every opportunity and every challenge with enthusiasm, persistence, and goodwill. That's what got you here. And I charge you to go forth to pursue excellence and to make your alma mater proud. Bobby Fong was serving as the president of Ursinus College in Pennsylvania before his untimely passing several years ago. And he once said, "The wisdom of the soul is knowledge of the world filtered through the medium of the heart." The wisdom of the soul is the knowledge of the world filtered through the medium of the heart. I trust that over your time at Catawba, that we have imparted some wisdom to you, but more importantly, I trust that we have helped to enhance your capabilities for creating, developing, and sharing wisdom. I trust that we have not merely provided you with knowledge, but that we have strengthened and broadened the capacity of your hearts. In the words of our alma mater that we'll be singing momentarily, "Rich and glorious be thy future, world of influence wide, and with us who bear thy culture, may thy precepts and spirit abide." And so, graduates, as you go forth, know that Catawba will be watching and supporting you as you follow your dreams and your hearts and your intuition, and that we will continue to celebrate proudly with you as you reach your highest potential. And wherever the journey takes you, Catawba will always be here to welcome you home to your alma mater. I'm going to ask that the audience please rise to join in the singing of our alma mater. You'll find the words in your program. After the alma mater, Dr. Clapp will present the benediction, and then I will ask the audience to please remain at their seats until the recessional has been completed. Thank you again for joining us for this most joyous occasion. We'll now proceed to the alma mater.
May thy precepts and spirit abide.
Creator God, you who are greater than anything we can comprehend, you have given us life and you have sustained us in our lives. You have cared for us and you have provided for our needs. Your blessings upon us abound, and your mercy and love are without limitation. To you, dear God, we offer these words of thanksgiving for the lives of these graduates. We thank you for the abilities that you have given them and that they have chosen to use those gifts to reach this point in their lives. We thank you for the potential that they have to bring healing to a hurting world, to establish new standards of justice and goodness and peace, to bring others to a life of faith and love for you. And gracious God, as they prepare to go forth into new experiences and to reach new horizons, we pray that they will choose to make you a part of their daily walks, May their faith continue to grow, and may their love for you increase and abound. Fill them with joy and the kind of prosperity that is experienced by those who know and love you. Keep them safe on their journeys through life. Grant them the wisdom that will foster good decisions and faithful action. Enable them to establish homes where your presence may reign and to know relationships informed and sustained by your love. And may your peace, comfort, hope, and love prevail in the hearts and lives of each of these persons who are so dear to us. Amen.